Hello, Darkman Doll here. Today I want to do a show called Upcycled, Recycled Wearable Art. Definitely a show that I really love to do on this channel because it emphasizes the importance of taking old fabrics like from a t-shirt or whatever, a skirt or even a tablecloth, and instead of chucking it and throwing it in the trash because it has a rip or tear in it, recycling it, upcycling it, and making it into something that you can wear, a piece of artwork that is an individual piece of clothing that you created with your own ideas and imagination using recycled materials. How beautiful is that? So I want to give you guys an update on the creation that I've been working on for quite a while. It's this bohemian shamaness kind of ceremonial dress that I've been working on. This upcycled and recycled fabrics involved, and some broken jewelry that I incorporated into it as well. I want to show you some of the newer things that I have done to this dress, and if you haven't been keeping up with the progress on this dress, you can check out my past videos where I show you where I try it on the dress, because I incorporated a zipper into it so it's more form-fitting, and I show you all of the later things that I've added onto it, like embroidery. So that's what I've been doing a lot of, is embroidery on the dress right now. So it's definitely a labor of love, and some people have compared it to the process of making a quilt. I could see how it would be. I've never made a quilt before, but I've seen many photos of quilts that are very creative and have a lot of symbolism and meaning within them. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it, and I'm going to show you that dress. So I'll be right back. I'll grab it. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to show you the dress that I've been working on. If you haven't seen this, if you're new to this channel, you can check out, like I said, the past videos on upcycled and recycled fashion. I've since changed the show name to Upcycled and Recycled Art. Wearable Art. But yeah, you can look at the playlist and check out the past shows where I talk about this dress. So I've been working on this. It's hand sewn, hand embroidered. All the beads that are on there are made by me, hand sewn and hand embroidered as well. And then there's the broken jewelry that I was talking about on either side. But what I'm going to do is sew those down eventually. What I've done recently on here is been working on the back, mainly the back of the dress, and there's one spiral snake that I made on this side, and then so on this side I'm trying to work on another one. So that's what I'm going to be working on today with that. So I thought I'd do like a session where we're hold on, I'm getting a phone call. I don't know what this is. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, so yeah, this is the back of it, what I've been working on mainly, and then so I'm going to do this spiral snake on this side. So I thought I would do, like I said, like I was getting ready to say, is a sewing session with you guys, drink some tea and do some sewing, and you guys can feel free to bring out your own project and sew right along with me. And somebody was giving me an idea early on in this project to use what were they saying, to braid up fabric and incorporate it into the design of the dress, and that's a really beautiful idea. I do like braiding up fabric. I do have an example of that. Do I have that around here? Well, anyway, I'll show you probably later, maybe if I remember. But I have this little purse, not a handbag, but a little purse that I've been working on, where I braided the fabric of for the handle of the bag, so which I've done before, and like 2 different colors, I think, 2 or 3 different colors, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this spiral on this side of this dress. And if you've never sewn before, you can check out some of my videos on this channel on basic sewing, just how to thread a needle, how to do basic stitches, things like that. So it's easy to learn. Uh, Definitely easy to learn. And once you learn how to sew by hand, you can sew just about anything, really. Let's see if I can find that right color. I'm running low on this yellow color because I use yellow for a lot of things. So yeah, you know what I suggest too, when you're sewing by hand a lot, if you're in the habit of doing this all the time, if it's becoming a passion for you to embroider, definitely find a deal, bargain on thread, and if you do, let me know. Because usually when I find thread for a good bargain, a lot of it, like say for an amount like this, like a big spool of it, it's usually only regular colors like black or brown or gray, sometimes white, but nothing, like yellows and all that as far as deals. So I think it's better to invest though in this kind of size, and that's what I'm going to start doing more often than just like this size. Because that's an infinitesimal amount of thread for the project that I've embarked upon. I think I get excited about the project that I'm working on, and then I don't even think about how much of the material I'm going to need to see it to its fruition. I have the idea and then I just go for it. So so yeah, tell me what you guys are working on as far as creative projects involving recycled materials. Even if it's not clothing, if it's jewelry. I still have this one tutorial I've been working on based on making jewelry from plastic bottles. Someone asked me if I could do a video showing how you make jewelry from plastic bottles. Well, I did make some beads, plastic beads from plastic bottles, and then some of the beads, not all of them, I painted with metallic nail enamel and some glittery nail enamel, and those look good. I had to wait to get more nail enamel because I ran out, so I've got some glittery nail enamel, and so I'm going to paint the rest of them and see if I can incorporate them into some jewelry. So maybe I should make more of the plastic bottle beads so that way it's all made from those beads and not like all different types of beads mixed in. But I do like to mix and match the beads when I make jewelry sometimes, like fabric beads with polymer clay beads. So this is coming along swimmingly. With embroidery, it takes time, and that's something that people don't, I don't know, it's hard for people to handle, but I think embroidery is a really good thing for someone to do if you have a problem with patience or you have a problem with stress. If you're severely stressed out, you can get your mind to just get into a relaxed state of being by sitting down and just embroidering. I never picked up any books on embroidery or any magazines on it. I just kind of experimented with it. And so my embroidery technique is very unconventional. I have seen some embroidered like dolls that were really wonderful in this magazine that I have called Art Doll Quarterly. I have several issues of that when I used to subscribe to it, and yeah, I would see these hand embroidered dolls. But I would never see likely a doll that's completely embroidered from head to toe, and that's pretty much what I've been doing a lot of lately. Is a lot of when I've been doing these small fabric dolls. A lot of them have been embroidered from head to toe. Not all of them, but a lot of them have been. And it's just interesting because it takes on a different texture. Embroidery, for me, is like I've said before, painting with thread. Pretty much, that's what it is. Painting with thread. And doing embroidery this way, it may seem a little more tedious or time-consuming instead of using a sewing machine. But if you think about it, what did the indigenous people do when they created their garments? They were sewn by hand. Everything was done by hand. There wasn't any machines to do it for them. They were the machine. Their hands did the sewing. And I find that fascinating. I wanted to learn more about, the ancients and their the type of materials that they used, they preferred, or maybe just the materials they used because those are the only materials that were available. Definitely hemp is a very strong material that was used a lot and stopped being used for obvious reasons. So at 11 minutes and 42 seconds. Yeah, I just have to keep track of the time because I'm doing these videos on the camera on my phone. So yeah, too often people underestimate the power of taking time out to be creative. It's just, in this day and age, in this technological age, people are just so interested in jam-packing all sorts of things into one day, and then by the end of the night collapsing and not really getting what they're even doing here on Earth in the first place. I mean, what is even the purpose of doing all of those things? So that you can say that you've done, X amount of things in a day. So the amount of things that you do, it determines how much of a productive person you are in this world. Is that what that's about? It's just unbelievable how people allow themselves to succumb to that sheeple mentality of seeing the world. And it's a greed mentality too. And I think that if people would learn to take time out and relax and not see it as you're being lazy, because when someone's sitting around doing something like this, like me, it's, oh, you're just lazy working on that thing all this time. Working on that one dress all this time. I'm going to push pause on this for a bit because I gotta put my phone to charge, so I shall be right back. Let's just put this on pause. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to end this video because my phone is running out of energy. I have to recharge it. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what it looks like actually, the dress, and how far I've gotten on that spiral, the snake spiral that I'm putting on the other side. And I'm gonna work at least an hour on it after this video is over so that I can make some progress on it. I think what I'd like to do, because I'm still starting to feel the energy of this dress more and more, and like I want to work on it more and more. So I think I want to try to set aside an hour a day to work on this dress. It's still beautiful. The reason why I want to do that, work on it more often, is because I was watching this documentary. It was about these ladies in Peru, and they were sewing by hand this garment that looked beautiful, and they're like, about how long does it take for you to make this one garment? And they said, well, about 4 months. just working on it straight. So it'd be interesting to see if I dedicated 1 hour a day on working on that, how that would turn out. So let me show you what it looks like, what I've worked on today on it, and I'll keep you up to date on the progress of it. So I'm really happy about how it's turning out. So let me go grab it. So this is how it's turning out so far. So far so good. And you could check out other videos where I actually try on the dress. So there's a spiral on that side, spiral that I'm working on this side. And that's the back of it with the goddess connected to the flowers. Pentagram representing protection on each sleeve. And then here's the other side. I've got the tribal face beads on the front and on this side too, on both sides. In the middle, I have an embroidered goddess figure, the star and some moons. Still have to finish all that in there. But yeah, this is where creativity takes me. It takes me on a journey, and this is definitely a garment that is not meant to be worn, just anywhere. When I finish it, which will probably take some time before I'll finish this, which I'm not in a hurry to finish it, but it'll take some time. And once it's done, I'm gonna just be really happy because it's been a fun adventure and a fun project, and being able to reuse things that people would ordinarily throw out. Some of these things is like reused shirts and a pillowcase too, and a shower curtain incorporated into it. But you can't tell that's what it is because of the way that I've reconstructed it, and that's what makes it wearable art. So thanks for joining me today for today's show. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes and shares, and thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you're doing to upcycle and recycle. I hope you're doing some fun projects as well as I am, and feel free to share them with me. You can email me at blacknails31@yahoo.com and email me some of the things that you're working on too if you wanted to. And if you'd like to support this channel, you could donate $1 or more to my PayPal at kdaddytmama@comcast.net and include a question you'd like to see answered on an upcoming show. And you can feel free to check out my Etsy shop, which is www.darkmoondoll.etsy.com. I'll be selling this once I finish it. Probably this will be the very first wearable art piece that I'll have on my Etsy shop. So yeah, look forward to that. And I have other projects in the works too that you can look forward to seeing soon. So only reason why I share these creations with you is so that it inspires you to recycle and upcycle. And see, some people see something as trash, you can see it as art and a way of being creative, in a way of totally expressing yourself. So thanks for joining me today. Brightest blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon.